Yo, 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 yo. What up, though? What's good, everyone? Hopefully, everybody having a good, solid Monday. Man, it was crazy across the country. A bunch of storms. People had ice. People had snow. A little bit of everything. But what is up? We are here. What is it? January the 26th already. We about to get ready to hit February already. What is up? See everybody tapping in right now. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up video. We're going to talk about something that's very, very different. Okay. Because I'm all about everyone having a great experience, and just a couple of devices that I've been getting. One of them I had for a while, but then, the other one that I got last week. I want to have a discussion on them where if you have the right equipment, you should have a pleasant experience. Again, if you have the right equipment, you should have a pleasant experience. And so we're going to talk about a few things. I'm looking at my Echo right here. It looked like it just got updated to what, a Lexus Plus. I believe. I barely even use it. I look at the time and everything on it, but I barely even look at it. So we give it another minute or so. It's crazy going, man. We got, I think, Saturday. I believe Saturday. I think we got down to like negative 15 degrees, with the wind chill. And man, it was cold out there. Man, it was cold. I don't think I went out that day. I don't think so. Oh, did I? I think I made one or two runs and that was it. Matter of fact, I did. I had to go out for a little bit, but I was back in the house. And yeah, it was brutal out there. The good thing is here in Metro Detroit, the wind wasn't blowing as hard as other places, but we maintained. All right. Salute to everyone. Big salute to y'all. But I do want to have a discussion. Y'all know I'm all about your network. So I've been tampering with a few things here inside of my home. I do have a new device that I'm testing out currently, which I think is okay. It's okay. It's missing a couple things, but if you follow me, we'll get around it. So, but what is going on? What up, though? Kenyon, we got MacMan in the building. William, what up, though? Latif, what up, though? We got Turf. What up, though, Turf? How you doing? Sparty is in the building. You say, do I like 42 Doug? I mean, he all right. He got a couple songs out that I like. One with Future, one with Lil Baby. Yeah, he pretty solid. I'm not gonna even lie to you. He was on a run definitely before he went to jail. So hopefully it picked back up. But yeah, I rocks with him. I rocks with him, man, because he definitely his video, man, he be having that little smirk. But from what I'm hearing out here, he handled business. So that's what's up. Yeah, but I listen to him though. I like I said, two songs I definitely listened to from him. Maybach with Future, and then he got Lil Baby on one. But then it's like two more that I rock too. I can't remember the name of it though. But yep. What's up, Big H? How you doing? We got Ty Home. What up, though? We got Outlaw. What up, though? What's good? Brad is in the building. What up, though? We got Peter Brown. What up, though? How you doing? Who else we got up in here? Soul Bro is up in here. He didn't go out because he was asleep. Yeah, I was asleep late night. I ain't gonna even lie to you on that. Biggs is in the building. What up, though, Biggs? Uno Nice is in the building. Uh, what's that? A trillion Dadian? Dadian? What up, though? What's good? Hopefully, I ain't butchered that. Hope all is well. Say warm all the way in Trinidad. That's what's up. Send some of that weather my way. Send it my way. What up, Dub Brad? What's good? I ain't saw you this year, I don't think. Happy New Year's to you. Louis, what up, though? I'm trying to see, man. My eyes is not the best. Donald D. Nice is in the building. Oh, that's George. What up, though, George? How you doing? Don say, yeah, they got 10 inches. God damn. Oh, what up, though, Vincent? What's good? You changed your name, huh? Switching it up. I get it. Julian, no, we're just getting into it. So today I definitely want to talk about a couple of devices that I got. One of them I had from last year. The other one I just got, last week or two, somewhere around there. And I'm basically, they're the same company, which I'm going to show y'all. But the experience has been very, very nice. Everybody know, if you don't know, my main router is the Nighthawk, the Netgear Nighthawk X10. I got that bad boy probably in like 2017, maybe 2018, somewhere around there. So I done had it a while, and it still works. Everything still works. It's powerful. I can go to my garage and still stay on the network. Upstairs, we do not have any issues. We got to about 100 devices on the network, and shoot, 20 of them probably going at one time. When you're talking about smartphones, tablets, consoles, um, laptops, PCs, um, we like at one time there is nothing for us to have 20 or 30 devices. You know, the MetaQuest, mini PCs, we got so much on our network, and that X10 hasn't failed me yet. But I come across, let me show you this. All right, let's get into the details because I'm not going to be with y'all all day. So I come across a couple of these devices. One of these devices right here, the GL-BE3600, aka the Slate 7. This is the first travel router with Wi-Fi 7. Now, I tested this bad boy out on my Samsung Tab 10 Ultra, and yeah, you could tell the difference between using Wi-Fi 5 and then Wi-Fi 7. It is a big difference. Boost of signal, moves a little bit faster. It is very, very, very nice. What I'm gonna do right here, let me copy this and I'm gonna put this in the chat just in case y'all want to go straight to it. All right, just in case y'all want to go straight to that bad boy. All right, it is on Amazon. And then the next device, so I have this, I have it set up. The front of it, the touch screen, all of that. You can set it up, touching the screen. Also, you can just flip it over and get the URL or the IP address on there and set it up that way. All right. The next one I have is the Comet Pro. This device allows you to connect any of your HDMI streaming devices. I don't care if you got the Fire Stick. I don't care if you have the Apple TV, 4K. Does it do the Nvidia Shield, a Blu-ray player, your smartphone, your tablet, anything that has an HDMI output, you can actually connect it to the here and be able to follow it wherever in your house just using a browser. So that means if you have, one device and say you got a television that allows you to install any type of browser, you could take that URL and go up to that TV that has another smart TV, and just enter the IP address, and you should get whatever device that is connected to the Comet Pro. Okay? This is it right here. This is the Slate. I done had this for a while. I done had it for a while. Again, it gives out Wi-Fi 7. Depending on your device, you will be able to use the advantages of Wi-Fi 7. And again, my Samsung tablet actually uses that. Very, 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 very nice router. Now, here's the thing, depending on the size of your home. Currently, my home, I can walk through out of here because I'm in a ranch. So I have a basement and I have a main floor. So it's really not a big deal to me. I can come in the basement. I'm still picking it up, the signal. I can be on the main floor. Now, of course, it's too cold to test it outside, but it is amazing because I have a Samsung S24 Ultra, and it accepts Wi-Fi 7. And man, you could just tell the difference in like downloading, uploading some things, going to the internet, all of that. This is such an amazing device right here. This right here. One thing that I have been doing on it, I'm gonna go back to the screen, and that's this one right here. You see it right here. Okay. Let's do this. You see, I purchased it last year. That's when I purchased this bad boy last year. And currently it's 160. It is 160. And what I found out, which I didn't even pay attention to, it comes with a couple of features that I've been using it. All right. I've been using it big time as far as today, yesterday and today. It comes embedded with AdGuard. If you're familiar with AdGuard, it's an ad blocker. So when we go to websites, when we use certain applications, when we click on a link, you get a bunch of ads and you got to fight these ads off and things like that. Well, one of the advantages of this router is it comes with AdGuard right on the main screen. So like if you scroll to the left, you will see AdGuard, and you can turn it on, and anything that is connected to this router, it will block all that nonsense of ads and everything. And the thing about it, it gives you the number of blocks in real time. I don't care what website. If you don't want to see no ads, this is it. Now, I do understand a lot of other routers actually come with these features. But again, this is a travel router. And again, you can actually set this bad boy up to be your home router. Very easy, very, very easy to set up. It gives you the 2.4, it gives you the 5G, it gives you not the West, but the guest network as well. And it has just some extra features on it. You can have it as a repeater, so you can connect it using Wi-Fi, or you could do what I did. I have an Ethernet that's up on the main floor, and I have it sitting right there where I can take any of my streaming devices that I have and connect it to here. And here it is. No ads. Anything. I don't care if I use my smartphone. I used the MetaQuest early this afternoon. Once I turned on the ad guard, I used it on the mini PC. I'm not getting no ads at all. And again, if you look at the screen that's right here, it would tell you what ad guard is doing. I mean, you can sit there and look at it and it's blocking all of these ads and they give you the number of ads that is blocking. It's very, very nice to have that. Not only that, of course, it comes with VPN. So if you got VPN services, you can add it to this router. You could turn the VPNs on. You could turn them off. You could do a lot. By this being a very updated router, there's another feature on here. It has Samba on here, where anything you connect to it, anything that you connect to this device, right? Like say if you're looking at a network, say you got your network out here, you on your PC, you on your smartphone, or maybe you on another device. It has Samba and DNLA. All right, hopefully I'm doing that right, DNLA. You know, I get these acronyms messed up. Let me just make sure. Yeah, DLNA. When I say DNA, it's DLNA. So it does have that technology as well. I didn't hear too many people talking about that feature that's on this router. So if you want to get to your movies, all of that stuff, if you want to, and I was just playing around with it, and here I'm just up in what is this? Explore. I just use Explore, and let me show it to you right quick. Let me take this down. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. All right. You see the GLBE36. You see the DLNA server. You see it right there. And guess what? I got a couple of movies in there. I got a couple of cams as well. And so, depending on the program that you use, you can actually use your television, your 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 um your streaming device to actually tell it to talk to the router. Maybe you don't want this on your Plex, or maybe it's just some home movies or something you might not want on your Plex or on your NAS. You'll be able to share it on here. And again, there's not a lot of language on that, but the technology is there. This device is very, 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 very nice. I'm not going to even lie to you. It's very, very nice. And again, with today, me having some time to actually, because it's always been plugged up, but I never took the time to actually play around with it. And very simple, very easy to set up. If you know how to create a username and password, to get into the admin, that way you in control of everything. And then you can go in here and create for your 2.4 and your 5G. Just create a network. Give it own username, password. I bullcrap you not. Um, if I go in here right now, let me see. Just to show you, hopefully you'll be able to see it. You'll see it over. Hopefully you see that 7. You see that Wi-Fi 7? That is coming from this router. So some of y'all have the technology, but you don't have the router. Okay. And just so and you can rename it. All right. As you see right there, I'm connected Wi-Fi Dell TR. The TR stand for travel router. That's what it stands for, travel router. And that way I know it. And then I set up 2 other networks on here. So I got my main network, the DLTR, that allows me to give the Wi-Fi 7 technology, and then I go up in there and set up the Wi-Fi network. So you get 3 bandwidths that you can set up in here, and it's pretty nice. It is so nice. You can rename it, and these are things that will enhance your experience when you're setting up these devices or using these devices. Okay. um Let me go back right quick. And again, this device right here, man, this is what can I say about this device? What can I say about this device right here? This device, again, this is a very nice device. Let me just do this. How about I just take you directly to the device? And again, this is everything. Wherever you connect to this device, again, HDMI, you just plug in. Simple as that. You plug it in, power it up, set up the network, and you will be able to watch whatever you want to watch on any type of browser at another location in your home or place of business. That's how simple it is. It's really if you're you on the same network. Not only that, guys, not only that, you can set up tail scale. You can set up tail scale with this device. You can set up tail scale with this device. And tail scale allows you to remote connect to all of your devices that you have set up, whether you in your network, meaning in your house, or you somewhere else in the world. You'll be able to get on there and actually control your device. It's it's really nice. It's very nice. So with that, guys, so with that, these are 2 other devices that are definitely game changers to me. Okay. I know it used to be a time where we'd go out here and spend $400 or $500 for a very powerful router. We don't have to do that anymore. This is not 2016, 17, 18, or 19. These devices, like I said, right here, you got a lot of creators who are taking this device everywhere they go, whether it's to work, they're taking it out of town with them, they're taking it over other people's houses. They are even connecting these up inside of their cars. All right, depending on your setup in your RV, things like that. And they are using this bad boy because, again, this is a router. And you can connect a network switch. You can get something just like this. All right. Even though, hold on, let me just do this. Because let's look in the back. Because I know we got some people who be like, man, we got hardwire and things like that. How can we hardwire this bad boy here? And you see it got a USB back here. That's all I did. I just connected a flash drive up, plugged it in, went into the settings, went to the applications, and I went to network storage. And that's where I found that I can connect some, I can do the technology on here with Samba or what is it? Hold up, y'all know what it is. DNLA. All right. All right. So it sometimes I be forgetting, man. I be forgetting. I be like, oh man, it's DLNA. DLNA. All right. But you can use it on here. But this is what you can do as well. Let me do this right quick. You can get something like this because it only has one port. But you can go and get you, let me just go to Micro Center, right? Excuse me. Got a burp. Drinking this right here. You can get something that's called a network switch, which I have so many of these bad boys. It's crazy. And when you look on the back of this, hold up before I move out of here. Check this out. When you look on the back of this, both of these bad boys are 2.5 gigs. All right. So depending on your network speed, both of these output, 2.5. You can plug in, and if your internet is that fast, you will be able to get that. But here it is right here. You can go and get you a gigabyte Ethernet switch. You got different ones. Look at this. This one right here is a 2.5 G. So you can get something like this, right? Let me zoom in on it. You can get something like this that does 2.5. So it'll give you 2.5 across the board. And all you will have to do is plug it up to this one right here. All right, the LAN. And so once you plug this up, for anyone that, maybe your house is ran through, you know, off your router. Everything is hardwired. So if you get this router and then you go on to YouTube, not YouTube, but Amazon or Micro Center, you can get you a 2.5. That way, you got everything squared away, really, if you're getting that type of speed. And it's straightforward. You just plug it in and the rest is history. You plug in the main line to go in and you'll have 4 extra ports. All right. But if you someone that maybe you got 10 devices connected hardwire, then that's when you probably gonna have to look at something like this. A little bit larger. This is $100 right here. As soon as it comes up, if it ever comes up, and give you a few more extra ports. So again, you'll be able to what they got? Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and just make sure you select the unmanaged one. Let me see. Yeah, this is unmanaged. You don't need. This is unmanaged. You ain't running no corporation or anything like that. This is unmanaged. And again, what you're doing is just cleaning up your network. You want something that's very, very solid, super solid when you're doing this. Now, some of the devices that will benefit from your network, cleaning up your network, meaning, and look, let me do this because sometimes we got to take it there. The best way to clean up your network, right, meaning your internet, if you can get your own modem, and if you can get your own separate router, similar to what I'm showing you just now, depending on the size of your home as well. Get your own modem, get your own router. That's the best way you can clean it up. And again, every router is different. So you're going to have to go up in there and look at the specifications and see exactly if this is something you want. Now, a router that I will get, it can have 2.5 gigs, even though I think I'm only getting like 500 megabytes, which is still good. It must have the Samba, right? It must have the Samba. Also, it must have that DNLA technology. And the range must be nice for my home. Now, I'm quite sure some of y'all are in these homes that's what, like 2,500 square foot, 3,000. Then you probably going to have to look at something or get some mesh system to connect with it. You're going to have to do your homework on your setup if you're in one of them larger homes. But if you're in a home that's probably 1,500 square foot or smaller, then I think you would be safe with the travel router, the GL-iNET travel router. But again, it's pretty solid. But it starts with you cleaning up your network. Question: why would you want to clean up your network? Because you want to control your network. One thing about it, as y'all know, a lot of y'all know, I was an in-house technician for Comcast. I physically worked for Comcast. My checks say Comcast. All right. Some of y'all call it Xfinity. Xfinity is Comcast. At the end of the day, you're working for Comcast or you buying from Comcast. Some of y'all, I'll be like, hey, what internet you got? You got Comcast? They say, no, I got Xfinity. No, Xfinity is Comcast. That's just a term that they use for the services because they were the first ones to come out to say triple play. You'll get your TV service, you'll get your internet service, and you'll get the phone service. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was the triple play. TV, internet, phone. Well, then everybody started saying triple play, and they couldn't trademark triple play because it's baseball. It's baseball. So they went with something that said Xfinity. So Xfinity is Comcast. So if anyone ever say, hey, do you have Comcast? And you say you shouldn't, well, basically you should not. Basically, you should say yes. But if you say no, I have Xfinity, well, Xfinity is just a trademark that they use to replace triple play that everybody was using. Now you don't see Spectrum saying, hey, get Spectrum Xfinity. You don't see any Cox saying, get Cox Xfinity. So again, Xfinity is just services. All right, letting you know that it's services. Look at I only did like this and the dang on thing that AI picked up. All right, pick it back up. So, well, we're gonna try to rock it because I think it's because this light behind me is just making my hand. I don't know, but we're gonna keep it cool. But the reason you want your own is because if you use the cable company equipment, they know exactly what you're doing because you're using their equipment. At the end of the day, they got you. Listen, I don't care if you change the password. They got the MAC address to that router. They still want to see what you're doing. So it's best that you get your own equipment if you can, if it's in the budget, or you working on your budget, get your own modem, get your own router. That way you control your network. That way, if you want to use a VPN, you want to use AdGuard, you want to do all whatever, you want to change the name, say you had some family members over, they asked for the internet password, you gave it to them. When they go back home, maybe they stayed for a week or something, y'all had a family reunion. When they go back home, ain't nothing like going in there and changing your network name. Changing the name or changing the password. You control it instead of having your cable provider control everything. There's nothing like controlling your own network. And as long as you got the cable company equipment in your home, they know exactly what you're doing. That's what it is. All right. So that brings me, let me see. Question. What is a reasonable router with DOCSIS? My Netgear isn't supported and updated anymore. I think the DOCSIS that I've been seeing as of late, I haven't looked in a while, but the last one I saw was what? DOCSIS 3.1. That's just a technology. It's a gimmick. They might have an extra feature or something like that. But look at it like this, Lady Sun Goddess. Take the Samsung, right? The Samsung Tab, right? You got the Samsung Tablet Plus. you got the Samsung Tablet Ultra. They do the same thing, right? I can get on the internet. I can watch Plex. I can watch movies, both of them, right? But the Ultra may have a little better processor, might be a little bit faster, a little bit powerful compared to the Plus. Not everybody need the Ultra. Really, if you only a light user, you just want to be able to take your tablet and while you in the bathtub, you sit it right there and you watching your movies and things like that. Or you might be doing some work. Maybe you're a good drawer or something like that. They both have that feature. It's just one that gives you, doesn't Ultra sound great compared to Plus? Doesn't DOCSIS 3.2 sound great compared to DOCSIS 3.0? So it's just an extra feature, just technology that they put on these boxes. Okay, that's all it is. It's just an extra feature. It might be a little slight faster processor and things like that. That's pretty much what it is. I haven't bought a router or a modem, and I don't know. I just don't know. I got them pretty much at the same time. I had the Netgear X, what's that, the X6, and then I took it back, and they had a flash sale at Best Buy, which they don't do anymore. And I actually got that router, the X10. So again, I'm telling you, it is pretty. Hopefully, I answered your question, Lady Sun Goddess. Just let me know if I didn't. I'll go in more detail. But here it is right here. Some of the devices that you can benefit from. All right. So looking at the Fire Stick 4K, even though I tell y'all not to use it, I even got a text message, right? Actually, I got a call last night talking about it. But this bad boy right here, at least with that router, you can go Wi-Fi 6. So again, using this router, which one? Using this right here. Because again, it gives you Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 7. So the Fire Stick 4K will benefit. It should move a little bit faster. Things like that. Probably the only thing it's going to do is move a little bit faster. I looked at the Fire Stick 4K Max. It's on Wi-Fi 6, but it's the Wi-Fi 6E, and it does the tri-band. And tri-band is pretty nice. That means that you can put it on any of your network bandwidths, 2.4, and you usually get like 2 5 gigabyte network. So this is one of them things, you can use it. And again, it should be faster. It should run a lot smoother and all of that. Let's look at the Nvidia Shield. Now the Nvidia Shield currently does not, it only does Wi-Fi 5. But it's such a powerful device, it's going to be fast regardless. It's going to be fast. But with today's technology, you kind of want today's technology on your favorite streaming device. Let me say that again. You kind of want today's newest technology that enhances, make your device faster. If you're sending files back and forth from the router or another, like your PC to the Nvidia Shield, you kind of want it to be faster. And so with Wi-Fi 7, if you're sharing files, which I did on here, it's a lot faster. Way faster than just being on the 5G network. So these are some of the things right here. If you have the Nvidia Shield, remember, only 5G. Okay. The Apple TV 4K. All right. The Apple TV 4K does use Wi-Fi 7. And listen, the Apple TV 4K is already awesome. It is already awesome. Nothing, even on the 5G network. But but with me putting this device on this router that runs Wi-Fi 7, okay, you can tell that even though, like I said, these are powerful devices. The Nvidia Shield and the Apple TV are already powerful devices. But it's something about when I put it on the Wi-Fi 7. When I put it on the Wi-Fi 7, it seems like it moves even faster. I don't know. Maybe it's just my eyes is tricking me. I don't know. My mind might be playing tricks on me. But it seems like to me it connects. It connects. But one feature I'm going to have to check out, and I'll let y'all know, is when I use VLC. That's when I'm going to know right then and there, because it was fast even when I used VLC to watch my network movies or something like that, like things I didn't want to put in my Plex, and I just wanted to watch some videos directly on the Apple TV. I'm going to see how fast it is. All right, I'm going to see how fast. I guarantee when I set up the PC and I put it on the Apple TV, it's probably going to be a lot faster, because it used to take probably about, depending on the size of the movie, the size of the file. On the average, if I was to do a 3 gig file, it may take like a minute, maybe a minute and a half, somewhere around there. I'm thinking it's probably going to be a lot quicker, but I'll give y'all some details at another time. Also, I tested it out on my Samsung Galaxy S10 Ultra, and yeah, this bad boy absolutely worked. Okay, it does do the Wi-Fi 7, which is down here, and you can just tell. I send the file over to it, just like I said, using my phone, just sending files over to the Samsung Tab S10 Ultra super fast. I think the file that I sent over there was like 2.7. It went over there in like maybe about 25 seconds, somewhere around there, maybe 30 seconds, if that. It was way faster than on my 5G network. So again, transferring files should be a lot quicker and things like that. So again, just coming to these devices right here, these are some nice devices. Again, you got this device right here. Anything, whenever you plug up to it, you'll be able to, watch it throughout your home. And then if you set up tail scale, you could be across town and you should be able to get to your device. It should be able to connect to your device. So again, these are devices that are on GL-iNET. That these are game changers. And again, a travel router. You can't beat it. Take it everywhere with you. Take it to work if that's something you want to do. Take it with you and you will be good to go. You'll be good to go. This is what I'm using in my home currently. Now don't get it twisted. I still got some devices connected, hardwired to the Netgear. Will I change? I don't know. Because I like that device here, but I may go ahead and get this and then going over here to Micro Center. What is that? Going over here to Micro Center. I may get this. I don't know. Or I might just go ahead and get this one. Go and spend that $50 and get this. Micro Center, I may be coming to visit y'all this weekend. this weekend, probably in the afternoon, because got to do my thing in the morning. All right. So again, two devices right here, and it's all about the experience. These are the two devices that I have. All right. The Slate 7. Let me move my hand out the way. You got the Slate 7 and the Comet Pro. Both of these devices are created by GL-iNET. You can get these right on Amazon, or you can go onto the web page. And currently, right now, I paid $180 for my device. I'm thinking about putting the Dell law in effect, because currently the Comet Pro is currently right now $152. All right, $152. So they took almost $30 off this bad boy. Now, part of me want to say, hey, go on, order this bad boy and send the other one back. All right, because they don't took a few dollars. I'm all about saving my money. I'm all about saving my money. And so again, you got to just figure out what you want to do. I'm all about saving that money. So if you was to get these right now, both of them, it'd be what, $312? All right, it'll be $312 if you was to get both of these devices. So again, this is pretty solid. And again, this is where I come into play, because I love sharing this type of technology with y'all, because again, we are so accustomed to, just doing the regular. At the end of the day, I want you to have the best experience. So I want you to have a great network. And it starts with you. It starts with you. A lot of people I know, they love controlling their own, right? That's why we don't use third-party applications or any of that. We don't use it. We do not use it. And it felt so good. I'm not going to lie to you. Let me come back full screen. I was using the computer. I was using my computer, my mini PC rather, that I use my MetaQuest. I'm on there going to different websites that displays movies, that got a bunch of pop-up ads. Some of y'all know about them pop-up ads. When you try to watch a basketball game, you get something that shows adult content and things like that. Man, it feels so good not to even have to worry about that. At least currently right now. I went to some movie sites. Boom. Using the URL. Boom. No, just going right into the movie. I set up 2 devices today. 2 on 4K plus devices. When I tell you, and I'm not just talking out the side of my neck, guys. I bullcrap you not. I use this device right here. You know how you're on, the first setup when you're setting up a Google TV device? All right. And after you put in like your network name and want to do an update, right? When I tell you, using this right here and hold up, let me do this, because I need to know. Let me see. On 4K plus specs. I forgot this one. I don't know how I forgot this one. This one uses the on 4K plus uses Wi-Fi 6. It was so much faster than using Wi-Fi 5. All right. And I can show you that right here. This one uses Wi-Fi. Where is that? Wi-Fi 6. I'm not going to lie to you. This was so much faster than using my Netgear X10 router. All right, let me look at the Pro. Let me see what the Pro stands for. Let me see. The Pro actually uses Wi-Fi 6 as well. So it was a man, the benefit was, listen, y'all know, and look, and let me say this right now, because a few years ago, people were saying, get that Wi-Fi, get you a router with Wi-Fi 6. Wi-Fi 6. I was like, man, forget that. Keep that. You know, I'm hard-headed at times. I'm loyal and I'm hard-headed. But people was like, listen, when you get that Wi-Fi 6 and your device, you know, carries out Wi-Fi 6, it is much faster. I'm letting you know, it was way faster. It was so fast. I was like, what the? And again, I had this device sitting upstairs, just sitting there and not even using it. It's been plugged up for about, probably about since I got it. I set it up and never utilized it. And so again, it is very, very smooth. And it's something else I got to try with it. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to try it. And I'm going to let y'all know when I go live, if I go live Friday. All right. Depending on what's going on, if I go live Friday, I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it to you to see if it's beneficial. All right. Really, when we're using certain applications, things like that. So we're going to see if it's beneficial. I ain't going to say it yet, but we're going to see if it's beneficial to us. But again, let me see if we got any questions up in here. Who all up in this joint? Any of them devices are loaded on. Hold up. This is from Francie. Any of these devices are loaded already and ready to go? Or do we have to side load apps on it? I don't know what you're talking about. Francie, I don't know what you're talking about, because I was talking about a router and this HDMI device from GL-iNET. I need some more information. If you're talking about the Android boxes from ON or the Nvidia Shield, any of that, no. Those devices do not come with, they don't come loaded with side-loaded apps. You have to do that manually. All right? Dennis say, Dale, can two people use the same device to watch different things? No, you will have to get you a second device. You will have to use, where is it at? If you was to get this, Dennis, I know what you're saying. You have to get a second device. You cannot watch, you cannot watch, technically you can, but I don't think it'll be a pleasant experience like if you was to get a multi-viewer and connect it to it, because again, you're going to want to watch something and somebody else going to watch something. Whatever's being displayed on here is where it's going to show. Do you want two different audios? You know what? Hold up, Dennis, hold up. Let me think about this. Because maybe if you was to use a multi-viewer and use some Bluetooth headphones, and say on your multi-viewer, you got something like a Nvidia Shield and an Apple TV. I'm wondering if you could have your Bluetooth headphone, one of y'all connected to the Nvidia Shield, and the other one is connected to the Apple TV. Would you get two different audios? That's a great point. I don't know, Dennis. Really, if you use a multi-viewer, an HDMI multi-viewer to connect two devices, and you plug it into here. So when it come up, you can have two different feeds. Really, depending on your television, you can have two different feeds. But I'm thinking What if you have a Bluetooth headphone connected to the Nvidia Shield, and maybe a Bluetooth headphone, or ear pod, something like that, connected to the Apple TV? Would you get two different audios? That's interesting, Dennis. I don't know. I will have to do a demonstration. I would. That's something. Yeah, man. That's thinking outside the box. That is thinking outside the box. That's a great point. I don't know. People in the chat, what do you think? Do you think if Dennis was to connect his multi-viewer, say he got 100-inch television, right? Or say he got a TV, but he got the multi-viewer. Say he got a 85-inch in his bedroom, and say he got a 85-inch in his living room. Would he be able to get the audio coming from the Shield, and in another room get the audio coming from, even though it's displaying both feeds at the same time? Let me know, man, because that's something different. That's really thinking outside the box. That's a great point, Dennis. I don't know. I have not tried that yet, but maybe that'll be a video in the near future. You say, I have a GL-iNET travel router. I use it when I travel for my own Wi-Fi. Absolutely. Hey, Vincent, I got a few of them, man. I think here go a router. Listen, here is a router, right? I ain't never even opened up from GL-iNET. All right? It's still in the plastic. I got another one that's over here. I think I got like 4 of these bad boys. Let me see the specs on this. I don't know if this. I'm assuming this does. I'm assuming this does Wi-Fi 6 on here. I'm not for sure. But I never opened this up. Honestly, I got a couple of travel routers. I got a TP-Link. I got a couple of them, and all the rest of them are GL-iNET. Esmar, what up, though? I should have waited to buy my router. I bought me a new one, a Nighthawk brand, easy to connect, I guess. But it's the new Wi-Fi 7 wireless. You say you got the wireless. I mean, but you good to go. I mean, they pretty much do the same thing. I'm quite sure Netgear, if you got the Nighthawk, you say you got the Nighthawk. I'm quite sure it probably have a few extra features, but they pretty much do the same thing. Unless you paid a lot of money for it, then I understand. Say, yeah, just picked up that GL-iNET Berry AS3000 router. Yeah, it's definitely nice. GL-iNET is very. I wish Best Buy or Micro Center start picking them up, because they got some stuff that's coming out that's supposed to come out the first quarter. So the first quarter is by March, by the end of March. Yeah, you say, yeah, Dale, you're right. You can rename it. It's kind of cool. Absolutely. I always rename my networks. Yep. Say, just upgraded my 6-year-old Netgear router for a Wi-Fi 7 router after receiving the end-of-life email on my old router. Way smoother and faster. Nah, that's right, Rammer. Yep. Yep. The doxes on them Lady Sun Goddess, I think they're up to what? 3? Is it 3.2? I think I saw one at 3.2. But mine's is a 3 point. I think mine's is still on 3.0, and it works well. What's up, Miss Andaria? How you doing, baby? What up, Anthony Wright? What's good? Did I answer what's the real reason routers? I think I answered this one already. I think. Yep. That DLNA and that SIM option is key. I have a 5 terabyte on my. Yeah, you got some stuff on your network, man. Yep. What's up, Neil? What's up, baby? You say what's the best modem and router to get? Um, it's so many great. That question is it's so many great routers out right now, Wes. Just get you some that research it, because what I may like, you may not care for. I would tell you to research. Excuse me, man. Drinking this pop got me burping. Research. See what you like. Things I like Samba, so I can share across my network. Um, I'm liking Tailscale now. I'm messing around with that technology. Um, what else? And I'm liking Wi-Fi 7. So these are the technology. As long as I can share, long as I can connect to my router outside of my network, I'm good. I am good. I'm good. And with this, when you get a travel router, you can just pick it up west and just carry it with you. If you stay in an apartment or a condo, a smaller size condo, this would be perfect for you. You don't have to go out and spend $400 or $500. You can go ahead and get you one of these GL-iNET routers and things like that, and you'll be good to go. I'm gonna show y'all something in a minute. What's up, Sassy? How you doing? Biggs in the building. What up, though? What up, though, Jig? We got Biggs in the building. We got Jig in the building. What up, though? What's good, man? Jig, that's my guy right there. Jig was doing stuff way before anybody was doing that stuff. Jig was doing shit. I remember Jig is the first person I knew that was branding. He was branding. I'm talking about real, like real branding. Like his boxes had his name on it. Jig, man, original. And we talking back what Jig? What we talking back in 19? I know I'm fooling. What we talking about, Jig? Back in what 2017, 18, 19? Jig been doing that. Here, I bought this today. Will this do the job? Netgear RS300. I don't know. I ain't never heard of that. Oh man, Netgear RS300. Is that a router? Hoping it's a router. Yeah, it's a router. It got Wi-Fi 7. It look like. Yeah, it'll work. That sucker is expensive. Damn. Let me see. Hold up. No, that's the 700. Oh, it's $300. It look like. Yeah, that'll work. Heck yeah, that'll work. And you getting that Netgear technology? Absolutely, this will work. Let me look at the back of it. I can share this too. So this is it right here. The RS300, 9.3 gigabytes. God damn. Woo woo. This sucker covers up to 2,500 square foot, up to 100 devices connected, and it got the new 2.5 gig internet and LAN ports. So heck yeah, this will work. And one thing about it, you're gonna get that Netgear app. Oh man, is nice. Cybersecurity, VPN, extended priority. Lower latency. That's cool. That is cool. Yeah, this definitely gonna work. This will work. Absolutely, this will work. That will work. Yeah, that's nice too. What up, though? What up, Jay? How you doing, man? What's up, Ray? From Jamaica? What up, though? What up, though? Dale, what do you think about router towers with out antennas compared to routers with antennas, if that makes sense? I don't know. I don't even know. I will have to see what you're talking about, Izzy, to make sure I understand. You're gonna have to send me a link or something. Cause my router has what? My router has what? 6 antennas. All right. So I need to see exactly what you're talking about. And antennas make a difference, but then you have some routers that have internal antennas, like the one that I'm showing you right here. Like this one right here, you don't see any antennas, right? You don't see any antennas. But let me go to mine's right here. Let me do mine's right quick. I got what is mine's called? The Netgear Nighthawk. I think it's an N Nighthawk X10. And so if you look at it, mine's have four antennas. All right. This is the one. This is what I have right here in my home. I think it just really depends on the device that you get if we're talking about the same thing. So again, this don't have any antennas, but mine's have. But again, you're talking about they might got some technology. I'm quite sure some antennas up inside this bad boy. And could this be? This could be for gimmick. I don't know. I don't know. That's something I never researched. You say the reason why I asked is because my new router adjusts to older devices and new devices for better. Well, that's what it's supposed to do. Even though you got an older device, that's what it's supposed to do. That's what it's supposed to do. Whether you got some old devices or not. Even though they old, if they still have the old technology, it'll still work. It just won't be able to work with the latest, technology features such as Wi-Fi 7. Like the Nvidia Shield only go Wi-Fi 5, right? It won't be able to do the Wi-Fi 7. So, but it'll still work. Yep. She say, she say the Dell law in full effect. Absolutely. I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it. I ain't gonna even lie. Say I ordered a Ditko B65 with Wi-Fi 7 mesh system today. Should make a big difference in my internet signal in the house. Absolutely. I heard the mesh systems are nice. They are nice. Could you recommend a good headset for watching movies? The headset, I'll tell you this. I done got a few of let me go to my Amazon right quick. I done got a few headsets. Hmm. I'll tell you this one right here, really for a budget one. For a budget, and they had these bad boys on sale. All right. It looked like they still giving out a deal. All right. These right here. These were very, very nice. These are the ones that I have. They're upstairs currently right now. Very, very nice for a budget. All right. And you get, when you purchase this, you get a free, they sent me some free ones. They got what, 3 colors, the blue one, the like peach orange, and then they got some like white, like grayish, something like that. I got these because I just wanted to stand out. So when I go up in these airports, mine's just stand out a little bit more. But these have the technology from Bose. You see it right there. It says Sounds by Bose. Sounds by Bose. And so again, it's using that Bose technology, which is nice. But I can put the link in there. I got a couple of them that I got that are pretty solid. I had some Sonys. I think the X5s which were like almost $300. I end up taking them back and got these, and they pretty similar. But I'll put these right here. I will put this I'll put that link for that one. And then I had some other budget ones. They pretty solid. Depending on and again, depending on your budget, these are pretty solid. The base, they're not better than the orange ones, but you can get away with these as well. You can get away with these right here. Again, these are 29, but they sound very, very good. And they come in a whole host of colors. But they sound pretty good. They're not better than the orange ones, but it still got that boom boom up in there as well. All right. What up, Mega Streams? We're good. You say, how does it work? You got to use the tail scale. The tail scale, let me show it. Let me go to it right now, Jig. You got to go, it uses this right here, tail scale. And again, you can tail scale, you can use up to $100. No, $100. You can use up to 100 devices for free on tail scale. And so the router comes with tail scale, right? This you can use tail scale, and also the router you can use tail scale. But tail scale is right here. It just allows you to connect multiple devices up to it, and then when you outside your home, you'll be able to get to it. All right, pretty solid as well. Yep, and they go through all of this. Apple, where is that? Google Chat. Who else? Some of the companies. See if I recognize some of these icons. Plex. All right. Like Google. Synology. So even if you got a NAS, you can get to your NAS outside of your network and do some things. And your PC. It does work with Android as well. I don't see the Android icon, but it does work. I don't know why I don't have the Android icon on here. But I'll leave this link in there for y'all as well, just in case y'all want to do some research. You can do some research on that. Hey. Hey, that's gonna be interesting, Dennis. I'm gonna have to check that out, man. I'm gonna have to check as soon as I get some time. What's a reasonable router other than Netgear? That's the only ones that I ever use other than GL-iNET. iNet. You can use that, Lady Sun Goddess, what I've been displaying today. You can use that. But I mean, they got all type of routers. Netgear, you got TP-Link, you got shoot, what's the other one? Linksys, you got who else out there? Shoot, it's a few of them out there. Yeah, there's so many, but I can only talk about now the GI-NET, the GL-iNET, and then I can also talk about Netgear products. Those are the only ones that I can discuss. I never use anything else. You know, Netgear, that was the first router that I actually bought. Netgear. So I only know Netgear technology. So I don't know anyone else because I never used any other than this travel router that I've been discussing all day. Maybe some people in the chat can give you some better. I would hate to say, hey, go and try this TP-Link because I never tried it. That's the only thing about it. James say, yo, I got a Comet Pro a couple weeks ago. I haven't set it up yet. Oh, it's pretty straightforward to set up. You can do everything right there on the front screen because both devices that I showed you today are touch screen. Jig say you would because the audio that comes from the device is dedicated. That's what I'm thinking as well, Jig. That's what I was thinking. I was like, it's going to be interesting. You should be able to get it, but it's going to be interesting. That's a good one that Dennis threw at us, though. That's a great point. Multi-viewer Bluetooth headphones to individual devices. Absolutely. So that's what I'm thinking as well. That's why I said what I said. But again, I will have to test it out and see exactly to make sure we're on the same page. Absolutely, man. If y'all haven't thumbs up, please thumbs up this because today's show is going to help someone. All right. Today's show should help someone. Okay. So thumbs up, please, if you haven't already. What's the best modem to buy my own for Xfinity? That's all you got to do. All you got to do is this. Since you're with Comcast, right? And Comcast is charging you rental fees. All you got to do is go to I'm gonna just use Best Buy for instance. All right. All you got to do is know your download speed. That is it. If you know your upload speed, that's all you need to know that you're paying for. You can go to a place like Best Buy, Amazon, Micro Center. All you have to do is type in modem. All right. Type in modem, not a modem router. You want everything to be independent. All you got to do, whatever they got on here, just look at each one of them and see which one. All right, come on. Best Buy be so slow, man. Their website is slow. All you got to do is compare you see right here, the download speed. They telling you. So right now, this is the modem that I have, the 6190. I don't had it for a while, but as you see down here, Cox, Spectrum, Comcast, Xfinity. All right. But this is the one that's using the 3.0 cable modem. And again, it'll work. All right. It'll work. But you can use this again. But now if you paying for, maybe you paying for 2 gigs of download, I don't know. Then that's when you're gonna have to go through here and see exactly what is what. So let me click on this one. This one is 169. Come on. All right. So this one goes up to 2 gigs. All right. This one goes up to 2 gigs. And again, Cox, Spectrum, any broadband company. Wow. You can use this with Wow. If you got Wow internet, you can use this. All right. but this one got the DOCSIS 3.1 cable modem. So again, all I'm doing is comparing the download speed, and as you see it, it says up to 2 GB. So know your numbers, know your download numbers, know your upload numbers that you're paying for, and that's all you have to do. All right, when you selecting the modem. All right, that is it. That's all you will have to do. And again, you can go down here and look at some other ones and see what you got. It's up to you. They Best Buy, and they know they need to put some money into this. Look at this one. This is a surfboard right here. This is a cable modem. But say you paying for that 2.5. This one would do 2.5 right here. This one will do 2.5. But let's turn it in the back. And this is the one where you're gonna have to get the network switch. So if you're getting 2.5, your modem should be 2.5, and your network switch should be able to do 2.5. All right. But that's all you got to do. Just compare, just know your numbers. That's all. And see, yeah, Zeus, that's cool. What up, though, Vaughn Street? What up, though? What's good, baby? What is good? You say Netgear going with paid subscription on their routers now. Not a fan. Paid subscription or what? Rammer, let us know. I don't know. I don't know. What you talking about? Let me see. Netgear going. Let me see. What they talking about? Netgear has shifted towards subscription-based models for enhanced premium service, especially for security support and management. Key paid services include Netgear Armor, all right, smart personal control, wow, and pro support, premium support. Basic router functionality remains free. All right, so they want to charge. All right, so great point, Rammer. Um, So it says Netgear has shifted towards subscription-based models for enhanced premium service, specifically for security, support, and management. Key paid services include the Netgear Armor, that's the network security. Okay, that's 70 to 100 a year. Smart parental controls. I don't think you need that because your streaming device should be able to give you parental controls. But if you use Netgear, it'll be 8 or 69 per year. And then they got pro support, premium support. Basic router functionality remains free, but these services are often heavily promoted in apps and firmware updates. So that's crazy. Unless you use all of that. I don't use Netgear Armor. I don't use smart parental control. And I don't use no pro support. All right, but that's good to know. That is good to know. All right. So bro say he don't recommend the DOCSIS router as it's basically an all-in-one device. Nah, DOCSIS modem is a different story. That's what we was saying. That's why I said get it independent. You know, get it independent. Yep. 2015 and when she God, man, oh man, man, oh man. Yeah, man, I remember when I remember when Jig was doing that, man. I needed a travel router to stream my son's college basketball game. I used 3 GoPro cameras at his game. Yeah, you can get the one that we've been showing off. Yep, you can get that bad boy right here. You can get this right here. It definitely does the job. Get that one right there, you'll be all right. All right. Said 2016, I came out with the boxes. Yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, you sure did. The first one I ever saw. Yeah. Thank you. That's a great idea. Remember the problem customers I have who lives in the jungle concrete wall. That's from Miss Octavia. What up, Dell? Uh, Jeremy, I do not know about that question right there. We we talking about network. I couldn't tell you anything about the super box. I do have a couple of them that they sent me a while ago. I said I was going to do a video to see if those boxes still work. I don't know if they work or not, but I don't know if they're good for Plex. I couldn't tell you because I don't use it for that. You know, I don't know. That's something you're gonna have to test out and go from there. I couldn't tell you, man. You say you got the Netgear 700. Yeah. You say you got the upgrade. What up? What up, Tony? Say I got that RS300. Yeah, it seems like it's real slick, and all you got to do is have the network switch to go with it, so you'll be good. Izzy say so. Basically, that's what I got. What you are displaying now, but one step down, I guess. But that's what I meant. All right. Robert say, "Yo, Dale, what do you think about the U12 box?" Ah, you talking about the formula? You talking about the formula? I think it's an awesome device. Again, this is an IPTV box. I think it's nice. Yep. I think I like it. I do. A lot of people use router antenna for cellular wires for cellular routers. The install to install the antennas in the attic or somewhere outside their home. Yeah, so those are devices I don't use. I ain't getting into all of that. Heck yeah. You already know. You already know. Dale, do you think Nvidia will come out with a new product that supports Wi-Fi 7 for a possible Shield TV upgrade? I don't know what Nvidia is going to do. They probably not. Nvidia is making so much money with graphic cards. They could care less about the Nvidia Shield. That's why that's why you really don't see anyone talking about the Nvidia Shield um, anymore. You really don't have too many people making videos on them. From time to time, maybe once every 2 or 3 months, you will see the shield come up, and it's just a conversation and things like that. Um, but it's still a powerful, and it goes to show you they can have the same technology that they had back in 2015, 16, and it's still solid today. But a lot of people, you don't see them Nvidia shields flying off the shelf like you used to back in the day, because the technology. You know, um, if my technology is giving me this, and all of these newer devices that are coming out is giving me that newest technology, but my best, most powerful streaming device that I could have in my home doesn't use it, yeah, it kind of defeat the purpose. You know, so you got a lot of people who are moving along and things like that. But I don't think it's coming. Honestly, it ain't came as of yet. I think the last one was what 2019, and they just pretty much made it smaller, kept the price the same, removed the remote control or the gamepad controller, and kept the price the same. So they still got over. They still got it. What up, Harlem? What's good with you? You say you ordered the blue one, did hook up to Samsung. Uh, did you hook it up to the Samsung? Actually, I hooked it up to the Apple TV. I hooked it up to the Apple TV, and I hooked it up to the Zadu. I think it's the what the Z 2030. I can't remember which model it is, but yeah, I mean, I got great sound out of there. I put it on Avengers. I put it on some 4K. I put it on Brightburn in 4K. The movie Brightburn. That's the movie. Uh what if Superman? Well, he was a kid at the time, but he got the same power. What if he went rogue? Oh man, I watched that in 4K and listened to it on them headphones. And mine was pretty decent. It was nice. It was nice because it got the technology, the Dolby technology in there. Yup. So if I use that on your phone, you can screen. Yeah, you should be able to. Yes, absolutely, you should be able to screen record because you'll use that and then take it on your phone, and whatever's on your phone, you should be able to screen record. Absolutely, you could do that using this device right here. Using this device right here, Jig. Yup. So whatever device you will have to it, you can take it over there and then set up your phone using the URL that they give you, and you can actually screen record. Because this bad boy, the good thing about this device, the latency is beautiful. There's no hesitation. I mean, talk about near perfect. This is near perfect. And then let me tell you like this, Jig. If you look on the back of it, like I displayed, let me see, on the back of it, you can actually have this come out to a monitor. So you can see exactly what you're doing instead of just looking at it um, on your phone. You can connect it to a monitor. Meaning, meaning, and I got a couple of capture devices up in here, right? If we really want to get serious, I got a couple of capture devices out here. Something like this that I can use. Something like this. See, I love when we come with ideas. I can have it coming out to something like this, and I can record it on something like this. So, because it has a HDMI out on here as well. See, this device has a HDMI out. Okay, right here in the middle, HDMI out. That means, you know, for people who want to record directly to your flash drive or something like that, you can get your capture device. Some of y'all got this. Some of y'all got this. You can do this right here and be able to use that way. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Hey, that's good. That's two different questions. Shout out to Dennis. Shout out to Big Jig. That's a great point. Yeah, so you can record. So some of y'all, you can actually get this device right here, right? You can get this device, right? And whether you're using your television, a multi-viewer, or whatever, if you're using a multi-viewer, you can have two different devices on here. And yeah, you can actually you should be able to use Bluetooth to go to each one of them, right? And then you can actually put this on your phone or on your tablet and screen record whatever you want, and just sit your phone there, and you should be good to go. So that's two great points right there. See, and that's how that's man we think outside the box, and that's the beauty of it. So yeah, there I had that Netgear SR500 gaming router is out. It's been out some years and works well for me, and really nice dashboard. the TP-Link Wi-Fi mesh system. I set up some people with the Wi-Fi mesh system with a two-pack. All right, that's what's up. Cleaning up somebody's network, that's always good. Say that's a dot. Yup. Yeah, what up, though, Ike? Salute, big salute. Ike, what up, though? Yeah, DOS is 3.1. Yeah, yup. I got 3.0. I haven't upgraded yet. You know, I'm one of them I'm one of them guys, yeah, the wheels haven't fell off yet. So, what up, though? What's good? What is good? But I do. This bad boy right here is my goat. This bad boy is good. This is good. To just set up everything on here is absolutely good. And again, this is a travel router, but you can use it at home. You can use it at home. Look at it. For the 5G, you can go all the way up to 2,882 megabytes per second. Fast Wi-Fi. Dual 2.5G Ethernet port. The feature I like, you know, and it's a touchscreen. You set up everything right there. The feature I like because, again, I be on the Meta Quest and I be streaming. And guess what? I can turn AdGuard on. AdGuard works for free. It comes with it. No subscription. I ain't got to put no application on any of my devices in my home if I was to watch anything, any third-party application or any URL. All right, any URL. I'm not getting any ads because I use this device and I turn on AdGuard. And look at that, man. This is just a beautiful thing. And you can set up your VPN up in here, all of that. So many VPNs. And if your VPN is not in there, you can actually put it on here. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. And you got the little USB. You can throw a USB hub on here, and the rest is history. Oh, the rest is history. So, again, a lot you can do with it. A lot you can do it. And so many people made videos on this. All right, let's see what we got. Hey, we just hope you stay for the full game, Sparty. We hope you stay for this whole game, man, because it's probably gonna be bad for you. But my Wolverines, man, they ain't been shooting like they was a month or two ago. I don't know, but they probably gonna be hyped Friday though. It's gonna be a big game. You know, I love me some Tom Enzo, but my Wolverines, man. What up, though, Thomas? Yeah, man. A lot of people have moved on to this GL-iNET, them devices. Like I said, I got a few of them. Shit, I got one that's still in the plastic that I never opened up. But I know I got it on sale. I know I got it on sale. Yeah, somebody who yeah, Gio, we talked about the RS300. Yup. We talked about that. Superdell, that formula dongle, any kind, kind of want one, even though all I use is the shield. Yeah, I got the, where is it at? Right here. Yep, I got it right here. I still use this. I still use this from time to time. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I still use it just to play around with it. It's solid. It still works. Say thank you for all you had taught me over the years. Yes, with Steven and Superdell. Hey, Miss Octavia, that's what I'm here for. These are the shows right here that I love when we putting the information out there. You notice nobody is saying, no, you wrong about this, because quite a bit of us actually have these devices. We just don't talk about them as much. But now that I'm getting on here and I'm starting to use this company, which I probably should have reached out. I'm definitely going to reach out to them on one of these devices, which I'm going to show you in just a second. Yeah, that stock is expensive than a mug, too. You say, why don't you just send me a video in place of my chair? You haven't said. I think my son took my last chair, my gaming chair. Um, he took my gaming chair, and it's up in his room right now, if I'm not mistaken. They be jacking me, Lady Sangatas. That's why I be appreciating y'all so much when y'all send like PayPal and super chats, really PayPal. Cause I get pretty much all of that in PayPal compared to super chat. Like if you send like if somebody was to send $5 in super chat, I might only see like $2.10. I might only see about $2.10. But if you send it PayPal, yeah, I can get 100% of that. So, but I'm grateful for any and everything that y'all do for me. All I'm saying, we have to we'll talk about the formula another day, Harlem. I don't want to because right now we on network talk right now. I'm not gonna be on here too long because it's going on 2 hours. But we're getting into that formula talk another time. But it is a way you should be able to refresh it though. It should mine's refresh on its own. They'll send me the Zadu in place of my shit. I just might have to do that. I got so many of these devices. Got so many of them. I'm not gonna even lie to you. So many of them. My wife like, you got to get rid of that stuff. You say, Dale, I recorded the football game on Sunday using the Cloner Alliance. Quality so good, I'm scared. Man, yeah, you know that Cloner Alliance. You know I got that as well. But there's so many things you can do when you record. You know, because everybody. For the thing about it, everybody thinks that you could just get up here. Everything is on the internet. Everything is not on the internet. Sometimes you got to get a device like a screen recorder or a device, you know, using an app or using a device that actually does it, you know. So plenty of them out there. And that's what we just have to do what we got to do. No problem, no problem. You say, yes, Dale, to Nord. I have NordVPN on the GL-iNET 3000. I'm going to get the Slate 7. AdGuard is a beast. Dale, when you turn it on, do you do a speed test? It's crazy. Low ping and high speed, Dale, crazy. Hold up before you think about getting this one, though. All right, hold up. I'm going to show you something in a minute. Yeah, I am player is better on. Yeah, I am player is better on Apple than on Android. I wish Android hurry up and update. You say it's been 5 years. I'm gonna do something for you, Lady Sun Goddess. I'm not gonna even lie. I'll be keeping all these devices. I'll be scared to get rid of all these devices just in case we come back and talk about it. PayPal, yeah, I love me some PayPal. PayPal is nice. What do you think about the second and third gen Chromecast if you're using your phone for all of your apps? Um, Chromecast, are you talking about Chromecast with Google TV? If you're talking about Chromecast with Google TV, I have no problem with it. I got the Chromecast with Google TV that looked like the egg, and I had the other one. I think did I send it back or did I end up just selling it to somebody. But both of them will get the job done. I don't have no problem with either of them devices. I just thought the egg was overpriced because we had on devices out here, and the 4K streamer was overpriced because again we got on devices out here. We shouldn't be paying no $100 for a streaming device, a budget one at that. So it's gonna be so. Hey, I don't know because we ain't got no price on it yet. So we haven't gotten a price on it, and you know everybody be looking at them prices. So I don't know. See, I'm going to get that Netgear RS router. It's on payment plan. Absolutely, I think that's a great one. Just make sure, depending. I don't know if all of your devices are hardwire or not, but if you get a hardwire, just make sure you get an unmanaged 2.5 network switch for it as well. All right. All right. Now I'm gonna listen. Here it is. We don't know the price of it. Listen. If this device right here, all right, let me go back up to it. If this device is what, 160, all right, here, hold up, let me see, let me try to find it. If this device is 160, they have another device that's coming, all right, they have it, and I don't know. I think this is what it's called. Let me see. Let me go up in here. Come on. Where you at? No. Where are you at? I just was on a website. Is this it? Did Soul Bro had this from me? Did Soul Bro tell them to take this off the website? Oh my goodness. I'm getting tired, y'all. Getting tired. Where you at? Let me just do some images. This is it right here. This is it right here. There we go. There we go. Ha ha. Oh. Uh-oh. We got one. We got another device that's coming. I believe this is a router slash what's the device? Basically, I believe this is 2-in-1. The Comet Pro, the Slate turned into this, the Meet Comet 5G. That's just what I think that's what it is. It got a 5G 4K pass through network. All right. That's what I'm thinking. A larger screen, tail scale support. Yeah. All right. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not for sure, but that's what I'm looking at. All right. That's what I'm looking at. And this is going to be interesting. This device right here. It's not out yet. So I'm just letting you know. I don't know when it's coming out. They said first quarter, late first quarter, or maybe early second quarter. So This is called the Comet 5G. So it looked like you'll be able to put a SIM card or something up in here and do your thing. Okay? But in the back, let me see something. It has an Ethernet port. So again, these telling you technology, GL-iNET is definitely doing their thing. This is going to be very, very interesting because again, they're taking the Comet Pro, they're taking this device, and they look like they're taking this, and it's like the Slate and the Comet Pro had a baby. All right. That's what it's looking like to me. The thing about it, I just don't know the price. I don't know. But again, we'll see. We'll see. All right. He said, I had some other device. Also, my wife told me soon on the way. I knew in box. Man, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, hey, you see where it is. You see it right there. It looked like it take a SIM card. Oh man, this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. In a good way. In a good way. All right. But these are things we're going to look for. Okay. I'm telling you, some of the best equipment that we can use on our streaming devices. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I've been on here since what, 7:30? And it's about to be 9:30. No, I did about 7:20 or 7:25, something like that. So I was kind of late. But it is what it is. Hopefully, y'all, you learned something today. You learned some of the technology that we have out here, from the Fire Stick to the Nvidia Shield, Apple TV 4K, and more. All of these devices. We see what we have out here, and sometimes you just have to invest in your network to get the best results. Some of y'all still be getting some buffering. Not to say from time to time I may get a buffer, but just knowing that you have a very solid lockdown network that you're controlling, not your cable provider or your phone provider. You're controlling everything. We have that here. Okay. So again, thumbs up the video. Y'all share the video. Y'all can. I think this was a good live right here. This was more educational right here to see exactly everything you can do. And in my experience, oh man, it's nice for what I do. And I'm quite sure there's more things that you can do with this device. It's just all about me figuring it out and then bringing it over here to y'all. So we'll talk more about this device. Or these devices in the near future. But now that y'all got it, it's up to y'all to take it, do what you got to do, run with it, and enjoy it. All right, and enjoy it. Salute to y'all all. Let me see if anybody said anything else. I'm just looking. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. Just looking, making sure ain't nothing. Sometimes my chat be going crazy. All right. Comet 5G is a cellular modem. You can use it with T-Mobile, Verizon. Yeah, but it has an Ethernet. It is cellular. I wonder, is it going to be backwards reverse? I don't know. We about to find out. We definitely about to find out. But I saw the SIM card go up in there. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting on this, but it definitely looked like we can use it. I don't know, but they say 5G on there. But I wonder if it's going to have a little bit more. I don't know. But it definitely looked very, very interesting. All right. I know it's had that cellular in there, but I wonder if it's a way that we can trick that Ethernet port plug something up in there and change it. I don't know. Or maybe it's an out only. I don't know, but we about to find out because I think I'm going to get it. I don't know, but we about to see, Jay. We definitely going to see. All right? We will see. All right, y'all. Y'all be safe out there. I'm going to jump on the MetaQuest for about an hour or so. Get ready for this work day tomorrow. Salute to y'all. Y'all be safe out there, man. Y'all be safe. It's cold across the whole country. Damn, man. I think it was only a couple spots that were warm. Some of California and a little bit of Florida. Florida got a little taste of it, depending on where you was at. But everybody else, freezing, rain, snow. So stay safe out there. Stay warm. And I will see you on the next one, guys. Y'all salute. And we'll go from there. Talk to y'all later. Peace.